Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will clear the features, problems and policies of agriculture. But today's topic is related to the characteristics and features of Indian agriculture. Which are the main characteristics? Let us explain with the help of some evidences. Number one, in Indian economy we see that there is low productivity. A low productivity means as compared to other countries. We will explain the concept with the help of a table. So I am taking three crops. Number one, rice. We are taking three countries. Regarding rice, we will analyze number one, India. Number two, China. Number three, Vietnam or world average. Similarly, in terms of wheat, we will also analyze different countries of the world. Number three, in terms of maize, we will take number one, India. Number two, China. Number three, UK and world average. In terms of maize, we will also take three countries, India, China, USA and world range, world average. So in the production of India, in the production of rice, India's contribution per hectare productivity, that is 3.6 hectare productivity. Rather, its productivity is 6.8, 5.8 and world average is 4.5 ये per hectare productivity है. In terms of wheat, India's per hectare productivity, that is 3.1, then 6.5, 9.0 and world average is 3.3. In the productivity of maize, India stand at 2.6, then 5.8, 10.7 and last one is 5.6. ये per hectare productivity. This reflects per hectare productivity in tons. So let us analyze the table that India produces 3.6 tons per hectare productivity as compared to China 6.8 tons per hectare productivity, Vietnam 5.8 tons per hectare productivity and world average is 4.5 tons per hectare. In terms of wheat, India produces 3.1 ton per hectare, China produces 6.5 tons per hectare, UK produces 9 tons per hectare and world average is 3.3. In terms of maize, India produces 2.6 tons per hectare, China produces 5.8 tons per hectare, USA produces maximum 10.7 hectare per hectare, 10.7 tons per hectare and world average is 5.6 tons per hectare. So we see that this is the feature of Indian economy. that India stands approximately as compared to world average or other two countries. India is lagging behind in all the three types of food grain production. Second feature of Indian economy is number 2, dependence on rainfall. Approximately 44% of total cultivated area is under irrigation. 44% land is just under irrigation. Remaining land is totally dependent upon rainfall, and it is assumed that Indian agriculture is a gambling of monsoon. Indian agriculture is a gambling of monsoon. Comment on it. Then you have to explain what is the position of irrigation facilities in Indian economy, and how we are lagging behind in terms of our irrigation and development. Next point is multiplicity of crop production. Due to different climatic conditions and due to different type of soil in different parts of India, we produces different types of crops in India. That is also a feature, because we can produce some areas are very much productive or fertile for the production of rice, suppose that, and some area northern India that is very much fertile for the production of wheat. Approximately rice is produced all over the India. Where there are coastal areas, rice can be produced easily, and some particular area is very much suitable for the production of fruits and pulses also. Maximum pulses are produced by MP. So India produces a variety of food grains, and it also supplies different parts of the world also. We can export different types of food grains, spices or cash crops throughout the world. Our next feature of Indian economy, that is Indian farmer are having small holdings, and mostly Indian farmer is struggling with the problem of small and scattered field. Scattered field means, suppose that a farmer is having 2 or 3 fields at different parts, at different villages. If he is having a large piece of land, then he can apply modern means of cultivation over there. But he is having very small piece of land and modern techniques can't be applied over there. So small holdings main reason, that is due to consolidation of holdings, and moreover ceiling on land holdings. Although government has fixed a particular piece of land, you can't further divide that particular piece of land into different parts. So that is a very much at present which Indian farmer is facing, that his piece of land is very small, so that he can't apply modern lack of modern technology. So because of Indian farmer is having small piece of land, small holdings with them, so latest technologies that can't be applied in that particular land, because if you want to apply modern means of cultivation, then piece of land will be very much large. If you are having small holding, then one such type of problem can be solved through cooperative farming. If farmer will start cooperative farming, then modern technologies and modern means of cultivation that can be applied easily. Number 6, he is doing primitive farming and he is using old methods of production. Instead of tractors or harvesters or threshers, he is using plows or different primitive methods of cultivation. That is the feature of Indian economy. Next, it means Indian farmer is not updating his knowledge due to lack of small holdings or due to lack of modern means of cultivation. Then landlord and tenant conflicts. It shows inequalities between small farmers or landless peasants and zamindars. They are not having good relationship between them. So zamindars and tenants are those peasants which are not having their own land with them. They just do cultivate land and they take land from zamindars because they are landless peasants, and zamindar exploit them a lot. Although at present land revenue is fixed by the government, that is 1/3 of the total crop. Rather, zamindar was taking 75% from the tenants. So that is a feature of Indian economy, that landlords, it means zamindars, and landless peasants, those are not having good relationship between them, because these tenants or landless peasants, they are exploited a lot by zamindars. So the zamindars were the actual cultivator of the lands. Rather, zamindars were the landlords. They were not doing any type of work on land. Rather, they contribute a large portion of crop whenever it will be harvested. Then zamindar took a large part of the harvested crop, and the tenants are having a very less portion of, so that they can do only they can take a crop just for their subsistence. They can't exchange the crop from to the market. So they are not having any type of surplus with them. And next one is, which we see, that Indian economy is having semi commercialization farming. They are doing semi commercial farming. It means not fully subsistence farming. Although in initial time, on the eve of independence, Indian economy, farmers were doing subsistence farming. It means they were produced just for their consumption, for self consumption. Rather, they were not producing crops for exchange in the market. So commercialization was not there. But now we can see that some of the farmers are producing just for self consumption, and some are producing crops for exchange in the market. Commercialization means for exchange in the market. So a little bit change is there. And next point is not using updated technology. We have already clear that farmer is not using updated technology. They are using primitive, they are doing primitive farming. And last one is essential characteristics or feature of Indian economy is, we see that there is disguised unemployment and seasonal unemployment. in the Indian economy. That is a feature of Indian economy. Disguised unemployment means, for example, suppose that 7 family members are engaged in a particular piece of land. They all are doing agricultural activities. If we withdraw 5 family members from that particular field of land, particular piece of land, then just by 2 persons, total production will remain same as it is. It means if 7 persons are engaged, total production is suppose that 5 quintals, and if 2 persons are doing that on that particular piece of land, then total production is also 5 quintals. It means if 5 persons are withdrawn from that particular piece of land, then total production will remain same as it is, and those 5 persons are known as disguised unemployed persons. And similarly, we can see that in Indian economy, seasonal unemployment can also be seen. Seasonal unemployment means approximately some of the months farmer will remain unemployed, and remaining approximately, if we see that on an average 6 months peasants are having work on agriculture land, and for the 6 months they are free. So for that particular 6 months, whenever they are not having any work on agriculture sector, then they can shift to non-farm activities also. So these are some of the features which can be seen in Indian agriculture. And first and foremost, dependence on rainfall. Agriculture is the gambling of monsoon. Comment on it. I have already tell you that you can also make a note on this particular topic which carries 3 or 4 marks. Comment on it that agriculture is dependent on rainfall, or it is a gambling of monsoon. So these all are the characteristics, or these are the features and such type of agriculture features that can be seen in Indian agriculture economy. So that's all regarding this topic. In our next video, we will clear which are the problems related to agriculture. So that's all regarding regarding this topic. So do subscribe the channel to see all the videos related to the features, problems and policies of agriculture. Thank you.